uplifting, inspiring insights from gospel artists, entertainers, and celebrities to encourage people from all around the world. Learn more about partnering with us by visiting us online at thebillyhollowayshow.org.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back. I know you enjoyed that music from Roy and Revelation. Well, Roy, let's talk about your music, man. You know, you're a young man with an old soul.
Old soul. Old soul.
So let's talk about that, man. Where do you get the energy from, man, when you be out there doing your thing, you know? And I know before the break we were talking about this pandemic has allowed you to refocus. So what would you do differently now than you did, you know, when you made some of these songs? And, you know, we talk about your music and one of your albums, Keeping the Country Alive.
Keeping the country
so
alive.
What can we do to improve on that? How can we make it better? I don't know if we can make it better, Roy.
There's always room for improvement. If I could change or make better, I'm an old soul automatically. I think everybody knows that. I think for me it would be less music and more words. I feel like the music should enhance the singer. Or the words. I feel like it's like reading a book. It's a good cover, good introduction, good outro, but it's what's in the middle. It's almost like a sandwich. You got a hamburger, you got 2 pieces of bread, but it's that meat, it's that seasoning that makes a burger what it is. And that's what I feel about with singing. Old school music, old soul, southern music has to have some words.
Well, you know, speaking of that old soul, I was just recently listening to your new project. Let's talk about that. When we go to Brooke again, we're going to feature that. So let's talk about that new project and what inspired you with your new song.
Pull Together.
Pull Together. Oh, man, that thing. Together. You know what? That song, I was telling one of my associates, I said that song kind of put me in the mood of, I'm from Mississippi.
Right.
And it kind of put me in that old Malaco, you know, some artists from Malaco and that old music. It just kind of took me back home.
Right.
But I enjoyed the message. So let's talk about that. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No.
Okay.
Well, this project was also done at the Malaco Records there in Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
What was funny was we had been working on the song for quite some time before, you know, all the police brutalities and the pandemic and everything. And the song was basically saying that that's what we need to do as a family, as church, everybody. We need to pull together to make this world a better place.
Oh, man. Well, you know, let's talk about police brutality. How do you feel about all the police brutality? You know, you're a young African-American male.
Right.
So how do you feel about that?
It's a scary feeling. It's almost like you never know. And for myself, I have 2 sons.
Okay.
And for some reason, it's almost like, well, you can do right and still be treated wrong, and if you do wrong, you're definitely going to be treated wrong. So it's almost like you have to try to just stay in a place and stay neutral. Always be respectful, but try to just stay out of. Don't go looking for trouble, but try to stay out of the way of it.
Okay. Well, now you mentioned that you have 2 sons. What would you tell your 2 sons in this day and time in which we now live, with the climate, with everything that's going on?
At this point in time, you need to first make sure you stay with the right people.
Okay.
Don't find yourself hanging with the wrong crowd. They're gonna already put you with, you know, because of your color. They're gonna already put you or label you. So don't even make it worse. But at the same time, at least be respectful. Treat them as the way that you want to be treated. Don't give them a reason to violate at any point in time. But at the same time, just be respectful. And if anything does happen, stay prayerful.
And we'll be right back after you hear this from Roy and Revelation. Pull It Together, just for you, right here on this edition of the Billy Holloway Show. We'll be right back with more of Roy after this.
If you're a gospel artist and if you want your music featured on our show, visit thebillyhollowayshow.org. Your video could be Billy's next video of the week. Today's featured video of the week.
In the wake of last Monday's death, police and the National Guard arresting protesters for defying a curfew imposed for the second straight night.
Why buildings are burning is because this city, this state, would prefer preserving that white nationalism and that white supremacist mindset over arresting, charging, and helping to convict.
You always want to watch the news, man.
Who killed the black man.
You don't want to watch this no more, man.
That is the reality of what we're dealing with.
You want to write a song?
Well, it sounds a little better, brother.
Every night before I sleep, I fall down on my knees and I pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, my soul He keeps, 'cause this is a mean world that we're living in. Because the color of our skin, what we need to do,
we need to pull together through the stormy weather.
Make this world
better.
Yeah.
We need to pull together
through the stormy weather. Make this world
better.
Each and every day trying to find a way to the world I want to say. Let's do things in a better way. Some have the wrong perception, some are using deception. When you look in the mirror, are you proud of your reflection? What we need to do,
we need to pull together
through the stormy
weather.
Make this world
better.
Yeah, yeah.
We need to pull together
through the stormy
weather.
Make this world
better.
Stand. Divided we fall, united we can stand tall and conquer all. What we need to do,
we need to pull together
through the stormy
weather.
Make this world
better.
What we need to do,
we need to pull together
through the storm, make this world
better.
It doesn't matter the color of our skin, 'cause we all bleed the same color. Make this world
better.
Mothers tell your daughters, fathers tell your sons. Oh yeah, make this world
better.
Somebody run, tell our senators, tell our president, we
through the stormy weather.
Make this world a better place.
He did what?
That changed the world.
If you're a gospel artist and if you want your music featured on our show, visit thebillyhollowayshow.org. Your video could be Billy's next video of the week.
I've written a brand new book entitled An Encouraging Word, bringing you an encouraging word, letting you know that God is able. And I want you to be sure to support our show by picking up a copy of our brand new book just for you. And you'll be glad you did. Hi, I'm Billy Holloway, and I offer myself as a candidate for the office of Bishop in the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church 2022. You know, time is changed, and this pandemic has taught us to do things differently. I know some of us have been afraid of technology. We didn't know how we was going to do church. We thought we was going to have to always be in the building. But guess what? This pandemic has put us outside of the building. So we've got to find new ways to be creative. We've got to find new ways to do church. We've got to find new ways to do ministry. So if you elect me as bishop, I will show you how to do church differently, how to do church effectively, and how to do church efficiently. I'm offering myself as a candidate for bishop, and I solicit your prayers and your support. Again, I am Billy Holloway, and I am an aspirant for bishop in the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church 2022. Vote for Billy Holloway. God bless you, is my prayer.
Join best-selling author and television host Billy Holloway for uplifting and inspiring insights from gospel artists, entertainers, and celebrities on The Billy Holloway Show.
Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back after this.
Thank you to our sponsors and supporters of The Billy Holloway Show. Because of your support, we are able to bring uplifting, inspiring insights from gospel artists, entertainers, and celebrities to encourage people from all around the world. Learn more about partnering with us by visiting us online at thebillyhollowayshow.org.
Welcome back. I know you enjoyed that song, Pulled Together. Well, Ron, let's talk about that. Some of the lyrics in the song, and it says that some have the wrong perception. Some were using deception. When you look in the mirror, are you proud of the reflection? Now, was this line directed at an individual, a group, or a movement?
No, sir. It was just basically when God gave it to me. I just know for a fact, being a young black man, I already know that it's hard, and also know that different type of young black men, they are different areas of life. Some feel like they're beneath what should be accepted. That mean with the way of life, living, the government, and all. Then some are over, and they look down, and you feel like some that have already been labeled or have felonies or whatnot, they feel like they're no good for nothing. They can't get a job, can't work nowhere, and so when they look in the mirror, they feel defeated instead of saying, like, I'm still proud to be somebody.
Okay. And then a part that says, mothers tell your daughters, fathers tell your sons, make this world better.
Yes. Basically, all we can do is pray for one another. You know, we always have, some mothers or some fathers, they praise them in a lot of areas, and then you have some that put their kids down because they're not this and they're not that. At the same time, we need more fathers to tell their sons that, listen, I love you. Let's pull together, make this world a better place. Same thing with the mothers, because if we don't pull together, then there's going to be some kind of division somewhere.
Okay. Well, how long have you been singing gospel music?
Oh, man, you're going to make me tell my age. I've been singing about 32, 33 years.
Oh, wow.
That's a long time.
And what made you decide to do gospel?
My mother and my father, my grandfather was a pastor. My dad, he's a pastor. My mother, she was a bass guitarist. She played for...
grandmother guitarist?
My mother.
Mother, okay.
Yeah, so she played the bass guitar. Okay. She's also the minister of music at the church still today. And before my father would go preach, we would always have to sing together as a family. So from that day on, I've been singing.
So you're a PK?
I'm a PK. I'm a PK.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, listen, we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to wrap things up with Roy, a Revelation, more on this edition of the Billy Holloway Show.
Thank you to our sponsors and supporters of the Billy Holloway Show. Because of your support, we are able to bring uplifting, inspiring insights from gospel artists, entertainers, and celebrities